everybody. Welcome to the second video. In this video, we're going to cover how to register a domain name, how to pick a good domain name, how to set up a squeeze page and your thank you page. And I'm going to kind of cover all three of these at once because they all kind of tie together. For registering our domain name, I always like going with my such and such story. So, for instance, since we're doing weight loss, this would be my weight loss story. Okay. Um, this way, you're going to target a lot of people. Now, I'm at a disadvantage. I want to target women because those are the primary buyers. However, I'm a guy. Okay. So this means that whenever I do a video review, I have a couple options. I can get a female to review it for me and use her voice, or I can just do it as a man. Um, but I could still sell to women because all of the examples I use from testimonials and such as that, I will pull those. I will pull all the female ones. Okay, and so that's one way you would do it. There's also a problem that a lot of people have, and that's if we all go around and we all worry about the ethics of promoting a product that we have never used and then turn around and saying, from a testimonial perspective, hey, I used this product, it worked for me. Well, there's two ways that you can get around them, and you can use both. One, you can pull someone else's story, all right? So pull someone else's testimonial and read that and say, hey, listen to this story from someone who's used this product, and use that. Second, you can actually, and this really makes for a cool bonus, you can kind of, if, for example, if this is something that you're interested in doing, so for example, weight loss, even though I'm not, big by any means, I do need to lose some weight. So a good idea for me would be to say, hey, okay, wouldn't hurt for me to lose 15, 20 pounds. So what I can do is, as a cool bonus for them buying the product, they'll get access to a blog that I can start. Now, normally I wouldn't really bother with even doing a blog, but I'm sitting here thinking, this would be a cool little bonus. So I would add a blog onto my site, and all I would do is every week I would update with my product, with my progress, and they can make comments. I would update with videos, and they can make comments, and I can answer their questions, and that would be a really cool bonus. And so I could invite them to come along with me as I try to lose weight. Hey, I want to try to lose weight. I'm going to try to go through this. So, please follow along. And what can happen is, and I'm going to put this as an extra step in here, set up thank you page. It's a review page, but then I said I wanted to have a blog. And the blog can say, for those that purchase, this bonus of following me as I lose weight. And I can list the benefits of that being, you'll follow me as I lose weight. I'll answer questions that you have because I'll be going through it. I'll discuss the pitfalls and the problems, and as well as provide additional advice. And by watching my story, we could be like partners. We can go in it together. And so what I would do is I would create, for those that purchase, I would create almost like a continuity program, but they're not paying for it. I would create uh, I'd say 3 to 4 weeks worth of content, okay? And I would create an autoresponder series, and I'll explain how you set all this up as I go through this. But I would create an autoresponder series that points them to a blog post, every 3 to 4 days. So basically, even though I've already got the content already kind of made, or what I can do is over the first month of my promotion, I could make this content and post it up on there. But what I do is I slowly drip that content out to them. And sure, they can look at the other blog posts and see that I'm just, that I'm just, pointing out things as I go along. But the point is they still get the effect of what has happened. Okay. And so it's still kind of a free bonus for them. Um, and what I would do is I would get these customers on a separate list, those who purchase. And I'm going to show you how you can go about doing that. And it's really simple and really easy to do. And so I would get them through 3 or 4 days worth of content. Um, so that's kind of what I would do. I would use a blog, and that would be kind of my bonus. And in the review page, because I don't have this story, it's a problem. I could say, so I want you to follow along with me as I work to try to lose weight. Um, as a bonus for every person who purchases, you'll have private access to my journal. I'll call it that. I won't call it a blog. I'll say my weight loss journal. Okay, journal. And what I will say is, you'll get access to that in which you'll see the pitfalls and the problems that I have, and you will get your question answered about your pitfalls and problems as well. And we can be partners as we go through this program. We'll go through it together. I've purchased it. I'm going to go through it. Walk with me hand in hand as we both go through this and we both lose weight. That right there will be a powerful, powerful motivator for them to buy because they feel like, hey, I've got, this, if you buy from me, if you click on my link and you go and you purchase, I will totally walk with you as I go through that. Okay, and so that's what I would do for the blog. And then I would, of course, do the follow up content. I'm going to talk about the follow up content. This is for people who don't purchase. So let's say those that don't purchase. And I've included in this course several email templates that you can use that help kind of show you how to follow up with your customers or your subscribers who have yet to purchase, as well as those who a couple of emails as those who have purchased from you. Okay. So anyway, that's kind of the path that we're going to go on. So I haven't done any of this yet, but I'm going to go. I'm going to try to target my weight loss story. Now, before we go on, we need some sort of opt-in bait. We need something that'll get them to want to opt in. And I'm thinking the perfect bonus, if you ever want a perfect opt-in bait, is a free chapter of the book or the guide that you're selling. Okay. If it's in video format, can take notes and say my notes of the leaked notes from this such and such course. Okay. And so what you could say is, would you like to lose weight? I've got for you a great diet called Fat Loss for Idiots, and I've got a chapter that I was able to leak that I'll be able to leak to you for free. You can get a free chapter of this normally $40 ebook that I want to give you for free. And all you have to do is enter in your name and email on the box on the right. Okay, so, free leaked chapter. It'll show you how to lose weight. And then, of course, you can hit on those buyer hot buttons. And I'll talk about that whenever we're setting up the squeeze page. So we have kind of idea now for opt-in bait and what it'll be. And what you need to do just to make sure you can use it is to email the product owner and say, hey, I'd like to just run a promotion. Is it all right if I take the first chapter or whatever chapter from your ebook, and can I break it up, add my affiliate links to it, and then give that away for free? And most likely, every single one of them will tell you, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so it shouldn't be a problem. So the next thing we need to do is we need to go register our domain name. So we're looking for my weight loss story.com. And I have a feeling this is probably going to be taken. Yes, it is. But there is myweightlossstory.biz.us.mobi.me. And then also over here on the side, there's a couple options. My weight loss story now. My weight loss story online. Hey, that might be a good one. My weight loss story online. So I would go with that. So check that right there, add and proceed to checkout. And then, of course, we would fill out all this information and then we would register it. Now, there's one thing that you need to do. You need to make sure that you go ahead And whenever you're setting up your GoDaddy, now if you don't have web hosting yet, you need to go get a web host, and I highly recommend HostGator. So let me show you that. So you can get reseller hosting, which adds unlimited sites, an unlimited uh, disk space, or I'm sorry, unlimited sites, but you have limited amount of disk space and bandwidth, 250 gigs a month. I recommend though going just with the regular hosting. Unless you're going to be doing some fancy stuff, you need the business. You know, you can get the business. It's only $12.95 a month. You get unlimited disk space, unlimited bandwidth, unlimited domains, uh, your own toll-free phone number, um, a free dedicated IP, and free private SSL. Okay, so you got a ton of kind of features, and it's only $12.95 a month. That's what I use right now. A lot of people recommend reseller hosting, but I just use this, and it works incredibly well for me. Okay, so no big deal. Um, so you just purchase that, and then whenever you register your domain, on the next step, let me show you that. So what you do is when you get in here, there is um, you need to click the add name servers, and it's a link right here. And what you do is you click that, and then you type in your domain excuse me, your host address for HostGator. And where you can find that is, let me show you. Once you log into your cPanel, is right here, your name servers. Okay, and so you would just enter those into here, and then you would complete your checkout. All right. And then you would get that would set everything up. You would then go into your HostGator cPanel, and what you would do is you would go to, well, what you would do is whenever you set this up, you would actually, if you set up your hosting first and you didn't have a website, you would have to uh, do this differently. But if you already have this, you just go to add-on domain, and then you type in the domain name that you just registered, and then a password, and then click add domain, and it would add a domain to it. All right. So that's how you would go about doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and register this so I can demonstrate to you the website and everything. Now, right now, there is a code that you can use to get 299 domains, and I think it's 299 com, I think. Nope. Hey, let me go look that. Okay, so it's 299 by com. Okay. Now this promotion is limited until September 22nd, or until it sells out. So it looks like it may be sold out. 299 by com. Let's try that again. So it's already sold out. It may just be one user per, and I've already used it, so it's possible that there's one per user. But if you use it, it's before the 22nd. You haven't used it before. I think you'll get a 299 domain. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to finish checking out here, and then we'll move. Okay, so I went ahead and registered the domain. All right, and we will see if it directs like it should. So. And it hasn't yet. It still needs to go through. I haven't waited long enough, so it'll take a few more minutes. But anyway, while we're waiting, all right, to make sure that it works, we're going to go ahead and we're going to build our squeeze page. And so you need a tool to do this, and I like using a free tool called Composer, and it's completely free, okay? And you can download it from this website, just www.composer.net, all right? And you can get it. So let me go ahead and open that up, and we're going to start building our website. Now, our website, I'm in Composer here. Website does not have to be pretty, okay? It just needs to work. And so when we go to build this website, there's a couple things that we need to keep in mind. All right, we need to keep in mind that we need to have a good solid headline that are going to entice them to stay and to purchase, or I'm sorry, to download, enter their email in name and email. And the second thing is, not only a headline, but also a couple bullet points that just drive home those benefits. Also, I highly recommend doing a video. Okay, and a video will really increase your sales, or your opt-ins quite a bit if you do it correctly. The type of video I like to use just basically says, hey, my name is, so and so. My name's Rob Howard. Thanks for coming to my website, my story, my weight loss story, online.com. As a bonus for or what I have for you today is I have a free leaked chapter from this really great guide that's called Fat Loss for Idiots. And a lot of people have used it to lose weight, um, a large amount of weight over a short amount of time. Whatever you could say, a lot of people have used it to lose 9 pounds in 11 days, and they do it over and over again. It's really unique, and this is kind of tell you why they want it. This method is really unique and very powerful. And if you get this, free, leaked chapter, you will learn, these couple things, and you just list off a few bullets. To get this free leaked chapter, all you have to do is enter your name and email on the box on the right, and I will send this to you immediately. Okay. So just enter your name and your email address right there on the right, and I will see you on the other side. Something just as simple as that. Hey, you'll get your free leaked chapter. Now, in order to do this, we need to have a good autoresponder. And if you don't have an autoresponder yet, an autoresponder service, I highly recommend that you go with Aweber. They're simply the best, in my opinion. Okay, and I think right now they have they might be running a special. Yeah, they're doing a free $1 trial account and then $19 after that. So they've actually, that's really cheap. All right, 19 bucks a month and a buck for your first month trial. Give them a try. Use my method. Um, and and you could see how quickly that you'll be able to make that $1 back plus the $19 a month without any issue. Okay. um, but we already have my account, so what we need to do now is we need a couple things. We need to build a website, and we need to create an opt-in box that we can put on our website. So that's the next thing we're going to do, is create a list and create our opt-in box. So we're here inside my autoresponder account. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to create and manage list. So we're going to create and manage a new list. Okay. And that was just up there at the top. Sorry, I kind of had the camera out of view. So just create and manage list. Click on that little button there. And over here on the side, we say create new list. Okay. And then what you're going to do is call the list name whatever you want. I'm going to call it, since this is a free, we're going to have a free and we're going to have a paid account. Okay. Those who get it are just subscribers who have yet to purchase your product. We're going to have a list just for them. And we're just going to call this so we go my weight loss story online subscribers. So sub, that's kind of just how I'd like to name it. And I just call it my weight loss story online, and then, your from address, and then you can use, for example, Rob at my online or my weight loss story online.com. Okay. Company name, you could just do the same thing, my weight loss story online. Website URL, my story online.com. Okay, we don't have a logo, don't care, so we can just hit save list settings, and it would go ahead and save it. It'll create a new one. And then the next thing we want to do is go over to confirmed opt-in. Now, this is one of the most probably hotly debated topics on internet marketing, whether or not you should have an opt-in, confirmed opt-in turned on. If you have it turned on, you need to modify this custom message to say something that really gets them to want to confirm their subscription. I would go down here and I would change the name, and then I would change the intro so it's something a lot more personal, and I would change the custom line. I, however, prefer to not make my subscribers or my customers go through hoops. This is just my opinion. All right, you guys are entitled to do whatever you feel is right. If you want to leave it on, It's supposedly going to lower your spam rates and complaint rates. That's fine. I've never noticed a difference, but I like to turn it off. And if you just click on it here and a message will pop up and says, "Are you sure?" You just click OK. Now, I've never had any problems with it. If Aweber ever emails me and say, "Hey, you need to turn them back on," I'll turn them back on. Okay. But I prefer this. I think it builds the list a lot faster. As I said, that's just my opinion. All right. We could, I know some people that might be watching this that might want to debate me up and down about it. That's fine. I'm not interested in debating. If you feel comfortable doing it with it on, leave it on. Okay. So that's the first thing that we would do. After that, we go over to web forms and we create a web form. Okay. And I would just name this squeeze because this is just a squeeze page. Now, your thank you page you're going to want to change. And it would be my weight loss story online.com/ and I would just call it thanks.html. And so whenever you make this the thank you page, that's what you would name it, just thanks.html. Already subscribed page, I would hit thanks. Now, of course, it's going to come up with it being incorrect because it doesn't exist. That's fine. Okay, we're not going to worry about it, and we'll go ahead and go back and make it later. So we just hit next, and it will go ahead and take it. We can leave this as is if we want. We can put down here in the footer. We can just click this and say, I promise to never spam you or sell your name or email address. I hate that crap and won't do it to you. And I would even bold this. So I'm going to go up here and bold and save changes. Okay, and that's all I would do. I would hit save. Okay, yeah, it's going to tell me that the URL. So what I would do is the next thing I would actually do is I go in and I would start building my web page. You need to have, in order to make the web form, so actually for right now, I would just delete it. And what I would do is I would go in and change it, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So hit save. And then you're going to hit get HTML. You want the raw HTML version, just click in the box. Whoops. Hit Control-C to copy, and then come in here. So now it's time to start building our web page, okay? And I'm just going to show you how to quickly format things. This doesn't need to be pretty. It just needs to be functional, okay? At this point, if you want to pay for nice graphics, a nice page, you can do that. But, it's definitely not necessary. So I'm going to move this to 650 pixels. You can adjust it just by using this right here. So 650 pixels. Or actually, I'm going to do 700. I do 700. Make sure it's wide enough for people can really read it well. All right. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of lengthen this out. And I'm going to create my headline. I'm going to go over here to heading number 1. And I'm going to write free. Or how about this? Yours free. Discover the #1 secret to, and I like this headline. Be sure to emulate it, okay? Discover the #1 secret to losing weight in 11 days or less, because that's the promotion that they're running. All right, lose 9 pounds and actually I could do that to losing 9 pounds in 11 days or less. Okay, so I would then go down here, and what I'm going to do is then I'm going to add a table. Insert table. I need it to be 2 cells this way wide. All right, so I would go over here and it would pop up like this, and I just simply double click on it. This window would open up. I would want to go to table. I want to center align the whole table. All right, and then what I'm going to do is, now you can adjust these up here. I always have problems because it wants to jump back out to the side. You know, I'm not sure what I can really do about that. You can kind of play with it to get it to adjust the way you want. But I'm just going to go ahead and actually, I'm going to go ahead and keep it off to this far to the side. So there we go. That looks pretty good. And then so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, oops, I'm going to put the opt-in box over here. And then I'm going to put some bullet points. I'm going to put an actual video right here. So over here, I'm going to go to page source. I just kind of select that so the cursor is going here. I go to page source. See how the cursor is blinking? And I'm going to hit Control V because remember, we still have it. The Aweber form. The Aweber form. So we're going to change this right here, the redirect. We're going to do my weight loss story. Oops. online.com/thanks.html. Okay, that's what we're going to do there. And then we just go ahead and come back, and looky there, the box just kind of nicely popped up. And if we hit the preview, as you can see, the formatting looks pretty decent. Headline here. Now this is a little high up, but what we're going to do is we're going to put some bullet points. We may want to put some more text under here. Actually, I think I'll do that. So I'm going to go right up here, and I'm going to say maybe a heading 3 text. Watch this short video to discover how you can get the leaked chapter from a famous weight loss guide. All right. And so the next thing I would do is I would put, you're going to put my video in here. Now we need to change this box so it pops back up here at the top. So I'm going to double click on this, and I want the vertical alignment to be top, and I hit apply. Okay, and what I'll do is see it'll pop it up at the top. And then of course I need to fix the formatting. There we go. Not too bad. Let's take a look at the preview. I'll just put some blah, 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 blah text in here. And we'll click preview. Okay, not too bad. So what I would just do then is I'd go record a video that shows me, talking about that thing I said. Hey, this is what you can get. My name is Rob Howard. Welcome to my weight loss story online. Thanks for coming. I want to give you today for free the #1 secret to losing 9 pounds in 11 days. This is a leaked chapter from a famous weight loss guide, and I want to give it to you for free. Inside this guide, you will learn, how to lose weight, how to end your frustrations with this and this. Hit all those hot buttons, and I'd say, and to get this guide, all you have to do is enter your name and email on the box on the right. And and by doing that on the next page, I will give you this one free secret. Okay. And then I would maybe even put up here, name, just kind of reiterate it, email, address to get this free leaked chapter. Or, whoops. Okay, so I went ahead and added some text, into the box. That way it'll kind of collaborate a little better. And then I would go ahead and I would put a video here. All right. And then if you wanted to, you could go find some graphics, some big red arrows, and I would put another table in here. And what I would just do is I'd put a big red arrow that points up into here, and then maybe I would even put another one that points down. All right, so it kind of points to this box, and that would increase your conversion rate. So this video is getting a tad bit long. I think we're going to cut it and we're going to break it into another video. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to build your thank you page. All right, and then kind of show you how to set up your blog. And then I'm going to demonstrate how to make up some follow-up content and start driving traffic, okay? So this is Rob, thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so we are back here. And I just got done talking about setting up your squeeze page. Now, I haven't done the video yet. And for this demonstration, I don't know if I will have time for it. I'm a very busy person. If I decide to seriously penetrate this niche, though, this is a good website for me to use, and I'll use it. So if you decide to go to my website, don't see a video, you'll see this instead. I really will upload this to my server, but you won't see uh, you won't see a video here. But I do recommend putting a video here. And I said if I were seriously in this niche, I would do it myself. But for demonstration purposes, this is what it'll be, just to give you that warning. Now, we need to set up the thank you page. Okay, that's our next goal. And so in order to do that, we need to readjust this page. Now, I've already saved this as the index page. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete this because the formatting, I don't want to mess with the formatting really much at all. So all I'm going to do is put a, thanks for subscribing. Your free leaked chapter has been sent to your inbox. Okay. And then what I would do is I would start to go in to this whole thing. And as I said, my kind of pre-sell for this product would be weight loss, obviously, and it would be my pre-sale would kind of be, hey, follow me. That's kind of the example that we're going to use. Um, so what I would do is I would just start writing this up like a sales letter, except it would be a pre-sale letter. I would just say, you know, hey, frustrated, dieter. Whoops. Understand how it is to try and lose weight. Whoops. Spell lose right. Lose weight. I've myself, and this is the truth, have tried many times, but I always experience these problems. Experience these problems. Okay. And what I would just do is I would just go down a couple things and I would go up here and I would click bullets and then I would just state. Now, these are frustrations everyone feels and frustrations I pulled from the demographics. So I'd say, I never can seem to, and actually this font's really small, so I'm going to increase the size. I can never can seem to keep the weight off. Okay, good. I never can seem to keep. Yeah, that's what I thought. Different size and different sizes here. It was bugging me. Okay. So I'm just writing in some bullet points. Okay, so I basically kind of fleshed out what this was going to be. I didn't do it all completely because, as I said, I'm not really entering this market just yet. But I kind of give you an idea of what it needs to be. And I've done a lot of these before, especially in the relationship niche. And the format doesn't really change. I always have the thanks for subscribing. It'll get there in about 10 minutes into your inbox while you wait. Read my story. Now, just a word about the contents of the free leak chapter. Make sure you put your affiliate links in there, okay? Because people will want to come from that site or from your ebook or from your leaked chapter, and they'll want to buy. Okay, so make sure you do that. The first thing that I do, hey, frustrated dieter, I understand how hard it is to try to lose weight. I've tried myself. And what I do is, have you experienced these problems? All I do is pull those hot buttons out. I use the similar wording um, that other people have used on those forums, and I just list them. And then I say, does this seem like you? If it does, I understand where you're coming from. Fortunately, I found a great resource, which you got a leaked chapter from, called Fat Loss for Idiots. I just picked it up the other day, and I really want to go through it to shed some serious pounds. And I want you to come along with me as I do. So, once again, that invitation to come along with you. All right. I made a short video for you covering what is in Fat Loss for Idiots, asking the question, does it work? And other questions, as well as my personal invite for you to join me on my weight loss quest. And then I might even say something like, as we know, the best way to lose weight is with a partner. So watch this video and find out more. Okay? And then in the video, I would have my story. It would just basically be a summary up here. I'd be like, hey, my name's this and this and this. I just picked up Fat Loss for Idiots. I'd really like to lose weight. I've struggled before. I've gone through these problems, kind of similar to what I've said up here, and I really just want to be able to get serious and do this. Fortunately, though, I found the Fat Loss for Idiots. Here's what is in the Fat Loss for Idiots, and I would just go through chapter. I would look at the just the chapter, the contents in the chapter. If there's a website membership area, I would show them about that. And then I would show them the sales page. On the sales page, I would show testimonials. And then actually, I found some cool testimonials. Remember when I was saying that you don't have to have your story? It doesn't have to necessarily be a success story. You could use someone else's. Well, I found a cool little blog that has nothing but customers' testimonials about Fat Loss for Idiots. The topic was so huge, he created a forum just for it. And so what had happened was I've read through this, and this one is great. This person right here, this chick, she had just this amazing story about how she tried other diets and how they didn't work. And the funny is, I know this is an actual testimonial because no links have been posted, as an affiliate link. But I just went through here, and I just read the story, and as time goes on, um, the interaction and stuff that's going on is really good. And so I just read through her story. And what I would do is I would sum this up. Hey, and here's some content. So here's what some other people are saying about Fat Loss for Idiots. I found this really cool site that's got these people on it talking about it. And then I would start telling her story. There's this girl who goes by this, this forum name on this forum, and here's her story. She tried to lose weight, but she was like us, had a hard time doing it. That evil fat just wouldn't come off. She's tried this diet, this diet, this diet. She ended up buying the Fat Loss for Idiots guide, and here's what she says. And I go just going to go through the chronicle. I would chronicle her and say, hey, she ended up losing 14 pounds in a month. Yeah, no, that's not 9 pounds every 11 days, but she still worked for her. She went down and lost a lot of weight, and I would say what other people said. No way, 9 pounds already? Good for you. Yada 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 yada. It's a good start. And I would just read through it, and I'd say, this is what the people have said. So I would show testimonials, okay, from actual people, and then I would say, okay, and we've seen enough. I'm pretty confident this is going to work. I want you to get Fat Loss for Idiots, so me and you, we can go through this together. And if you buy, I'm going to give you private. If you buy this, just click on the link below, all right? And if you buy through my link, I will give you private access to my blog where we can work on this together. We can work on this problem together. And on that blog, basically, I it's my journal, and you'll go through with me with videos and other things as I experience this Fat Loss for Idiots stuff. All right, I wouldn't say stuff, but I'm experiencing Fat Loss for Idiots. And so what I would do is with the blog, I would just every week I would post 2 videos and saying, and it doesn't even have to, you can show yourself. You don't have to show yourself. You can just PowerPoint slides and sum up what you've done. Here's what I've done. I've done this and this and this week. I've lost this, amount of weight. How have you been doing? And then just ask that question and get people to comment, and then you can respond to some of their comments, in a few days and be like, well, I've had these people comment. Here's a couple of the answers. So that's what I would do as far as the thank you page and setting this up. Okay. So that's the thank you page. That's for buyers. Now, um, Once we get that set up, the next thing that we want to do is make the follow-up content for those that don't purchase, and we need to get the follow-up content for those that do purchase. So for those that do purchase, I've created a second list, and you can go over here, and once you get the list set up, what you do is um, create a Gmail account. And inside a Gmail account, what you do is you could tell your visitors in the video to say, hey, and once you purchase, just send me an email with your receipt number to this email inbox, and what I'll do is I'll forward you the link where my blog is. And all you have to do is, since you don't want to manually, um, you know, go through and be manually sending links, all you do is set up an autoresponder inside Gmail that automatically sends them the link every time someone sends a message. Now, you will get a few people who email you and it'll, respond that way, but a lot of the people uh, will, they'll be serious. Now, you might be thinking, well, what if someone accesses it without being purchasers? Well, big deal. Who really cares? I mean, most of the people, I'd say 70-80% of the people who will access your blog will be legitimate buyers. Sure, you'll get a few that does it. Once you get it set up, it's hands off, so don't worry about it. Just let it go. And then they'll get access to it. And then what you'll do is you're actually the page you'll send them to on your blog will have another sign up, and what you want to do is get them on your list. And so it'll send the address to where you have your opt-in box, okay? And then what you would want to do is you want to go to automation in here because you don't want them on your subscribers list at the same time. And so what you would do is unsubscribe. Actually, you would go to the subscriber list. So let's go to let's find it. Got to find it here. Okay, I found it. So the subscriber list. So I would just go unsubscribe from list um, when the lead subscribes to, and then I would find the buyers list, and I would save automation rules. And so what would happen is you would start segmenting your buyers um, from your just regular subscribers. So see how I set that up? And as I said, you just send the link. You just create a third page, just like this one. Just create a third page that has an opt-in box and says, hey, please enter your name and email address here, and I'll forward you straight to the blog. This is to make sure, and you can just give some reason. This is just to make sure I want to keep registered, and I can keep account of how many people have signed up. So I could just keep track of that because I want to know how many people have success, okay? So that could be your reasoning, and then you would send them to the blog. So that's kind of how you go about setting that up. So the next thing that you want to do is make your follow-up content for those who purchase and those that don't. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about the follow-up email sequence that you want to follow so you can get maximum sales in as least amount of time as possible, as well as happier customers, all right? And make sure all of this stuff works right. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to do that. So this is Rob. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.